Now we can actually get started. Swear to God, if it isn't one thing with this game, it's another. Alright, so it wants me to go this way. uh, the tab that I'm currently working through is the activities tab of my missions, and it just seems like it's a catch-all. Like that's the tab where you're gonna find the missions that pop up from just like exploring. Like you'll travel through a place and it's be like, oh, check out this planet, or you'll be walking around in a town and you hear somebody talking about something, and that's where it pops up. It's like, oh, talk to this person. Kind of makes sense. I was almost having more fun when I was doing the pirate missions. Because at least that was kind of interesting. So I need to find Vitnium, which I'm assuming is going to be everywhere. Platinum. Measure fluorides. The interesting thing is that I don't need to find it like in a natural state. All I have to do is just pick it up, and that's enough. This one's being a little bit more obscure. So sorry. Excuse me. Let loose the beast inside me, I guess. No, that was nothing. That was nothing. Okay, where the fuck? Yo. Well, it looks like I need to find a different cave. It's usually in exactly the cave that it points you at. Usually. Yeah, it's pointing me directly here. try looking again, because maybe I just missed something. Nickel, nickel, nickel. I wonder if it can appear out of... one of these other... graphics? I doubt it, right? That's not the way it works. Don't tell me that the metal that I'm looking for is currently glitched. Pretty wild. You would question if I'm on the right planet. But I am. How could I not complete the mission when I'm in the place that tells me to be looking? How? How is that possible? Fine. I will go to another cave.
Get closer. Let's move in.
Because maybe this next cave will be left. I like the crystals though. I could seriously believe that there is planets that have crystal structures like this growing on the surface. In fact, I want to believe. I think that'd be really quite cool. And the planet is inhabited by rock or crystal-like creatures. Surely hasn't been done before. Yeah, I've become pretty like nonplussed with the scenery in this game. Like to a point, it does actually. It looks fine. Like it looks nice. Um, but it's just every planet is the same. To a degree. Hmm. It's gonna really suck if I can't complete this mission because the item that they're asking me to find doesn't exist. Harvested organs. Gross. Yeah, that'll mine it. Yeah, fair. Look the fuck out. I really wish that this vacuum tape functioned as adhesive, because adhesive is extremely rare. And man, do you need a lot of it when it comes to crafting. Because that's the other like area that I'm currently like trying to go into right now. And you need a lot of it in order to access different levels of quality. Alright, I'm kind of done looking. Because, like, seriously, I should have found it by now. I don't know if it just means that I need to have upgraded my scanning skill, because there are like a couple other why does it always show like titanium? There are a couple other like skill trees that you can go that upgrade scanning, but I don't want them. Okay, I think it's just showing me like the main three. Elements. Yeah, this game is frustrating me lately. Because it's like you have landscapes like this, and you're trying to like stay interested in looking for some sort of super rare substance. I'm giving it one more go. My last guess is that I just don't have the scanning equipment that I would need in order to see it. I'm curious. I don't have access to my ship inventory. Like, what would happen if I put it in the box? Like, could I plant it like cops plant drugs? Yeah, everything just kind of leads back to this little chamber here, huh? Which had absolutely nothing in it. That I could sense. Oh, was it two ways in here? Yeah. I can only assume that I don't have a skill that I would require in order to see this. So, I won't be able to do it. Which really sucks because that's the first 25 minutes of the stream that I have spent looking for absolutely nothing. But let's do fucking story missions. Jesus fucking Christ. I guess we're gonna go talk to a space preacher now? Bang bang. So let's go talk to a space preacher. sucks a lot more because I actually um, did what I could in order to be able to reach these places. Apparently, this is a level 70 planet or star system, rather. Anyway, back to the planet that I seem to spend the most time on. I've been leveling up and trying to put all my points into like research things, like the spacesuit design and weapon
I to
upgrade design
underscore
and
the
stuff like that.
impressive architecture of New Atlantis, right? I've been here hundreds of times, and it never ceases to amaze me.
There's also a dead body that just refuses to leave New Atlantis from when the from when the Starborn attacked. This is my least favorite group of people to talk to.
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
Ah, Mateo. It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh, well, what's on both your minds? Oh, yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside.
I don't need to wear one of your little hats, do I? And also, your ass is poking through your jacket there. Is your religion to know? No, no. Actually, you just have the same size metal plate on your forehead. Never mind. For a second, I thought that Keeper had a larger piece of metal on his forehead. How big is your metal
I
piece?
try and take a few trips each year now. No real destination in mind, it's the jumping that matters.
Save me, Barrett.
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought.
It literally looks
We
like they
enter
have
life
like
as
tiny
an act
whities
of someone
wrapped
else's
around their
faith
head.
in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here.
This is what I want to say.
I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. I understand you have doubts, but walk with me just a little bit further. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? I agree. I think you need to talk to them about this unity pilgrim. And clearly, not just in a theological sense, as I have. The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, but there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need
Have
to
your
catch
fun.
up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
Have fucking at it. Oh, the missions where you deal with space religion. Hooray! I sort of feel the same way when like dealing with actually no, I probably liked the Skyrim religions better. Purely because like it wasn't like so readily um similar to just like modern day bullcrap. Maybe that's why I dislike this so much. It's not like my own personal like history with religion is something terrible. Grew up Mormon, went to church,
They're always
then my
about
father used church as a weapon against me, so I stopped going.
Seeing your
Too crazy.
file. You work with aliens or something? Keep the autopsies to your lab, okay?
Don't mind me. Just a
No
mere
lawyering,
man.
okay? Yep, you got it.
Fuck.
Take care.
Welcome to the House of Enlightenment. If it's about the financial or food assistance
Can you,
programs
like,
we are
turn
backlogged,
into-
don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, you're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
The Unity Pilgrim in particular, if that rings any bells.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity Pilgrim. But since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative.
Not really.
Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilas is describing. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of two that.
I also hate the number 2 with a fiery passion.
Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Besides what the Keeper would say about it, sounds like a gathering point, or a center. Or in mathematics, it would mean one, like the one, the first or the beginning.
Thanks.
Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of...
Go for it, Andy. So now we gotta talk to Varun, which just coincidentally, there's one here on the planet.
There is a bit more. If you don't see what you want, oh, please take a.
I'd really just like them to show me, like, the back. Like, this area that they're telling me that has all the stuff.
Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile. Maybe they really did see a snake.
Yeah. This poor lady. She will be there forever, I think.
Oh, I do not get paid enough to deal with stuff like that.
What you talking about? You gonna hiss and scream at me?
A visitor? I have all the company I need.
Hi, Gollum.
Jokes You come to hear about Varun. Like the guards. Like the Keeper.
We were going to wait for your book, but it keeps getting delayed.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
You don't need to tell us. We just figured it would be better to ask you directly than to take a second-hand account of your words.
Yes, I have spoken to your Keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 120 rotations of the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. I have heard of no such thing. If it exists, it is a shadow that the Great Serpent casts to deceive the faithless. Then we are done. Leave.
Helpful.
Got a call, someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? A heat leech. As long as my leg.
Yuck. Okay, so I assume that we go back and talk to Preacher Man again. Really want to try and get to the lodge from here. Granted, I know that it's totally easier the other way around, because going down, of course. It's always easy to go down.
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought?
The Enlightened story uses the word second and two.
Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Was there anything else? Yes. What he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
Indum, that's the name of the star system.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? And once you know, what will you do? Even the most objective scientist holds the belief that observation itself will be of benefit to humanity. You will be taking a similar part of yourself with you when you find the answer. Will that not color your perception of it?
Benefit science says that a person's thoughts can be tested. Doesn't give me license to define unity beforehand.
So you intend to find the truth and then have that truth confirmed by your peers. Unity is a reality born of observation and agreement?
We intend to gather data that can be used to create models that help us predict the outcomes of processes in our universe. If you're saying that unity is beyond that, well, it sounds to me like we just need more data.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This
Thank
has
you.
been fun, I have to admit.
Fun.
Go, find your truth.
Granted, I feel the same way about a lot of the conversations happening in this. This one is just like highly philosophical, and I'm just like, ugh. Not hating on it, just not my cup of tea. I think it's difficult to approach that sort of stuff with, or is it approach or portray that kind of thing without it seeming kind of weird. But then again, it's like you're writing a story for a fantasy world, so they could be purposely making the characters kind of preachy, which is certainly how it seems.
Another derelict vessel has been found. All hands aboard were dead, and the signs point to Varun's cell.
Were you seen?
It's not like we're doing anything wrong or illegal.
If my boss found out I was dating someone from... you know...
We never, ever talk about work or any
You're out there a
trade
lot,
secret
right?
stuff.
In space?
It's none of their business what I
Just
do
us
in
all
my
a favor
personal
and
life.
Never
They'll
turn
look to me
into
when
one
I
of
get
those
fired.
spacers.
So,
Scum of the galaxy.
Yeah, I feel like it would be difficult to get up here. But going back this way, easy.
like we've been gone forever.
I need to check my research.
What is it?
Make sure that I'm all up to date. I have one adhesive. Yeah, like I said, adhesive sucks. I don't even have enough titanium. Okay, no matter. One of the biggest things that I've been feeling about this game lately is, can I just have an option to remove certain animations?
Liftoff initiated, Captain.
Or to skip the because you see this so many times. It just gets a little old.
Orbit locked. You just look at that view.
I think I saw at one point in time when I was playing on my own.
Stars are rearranged. We are here.
I was being followed by two different little rock friends. I love these turrets.
United Colonies vessel to unknown contact. You don't usually see Crimson Fleet this. I have a lot of my crew over here. Any way we can repay?
Credits.
Hope this helps you out. Thanks again for the help.
Always credits. Oh. Oh. A lot of these just blew up during the fighting, so I just want to pick them up just in case. Sometimes they do have rare materials. close is this one? This one first. Yeah, I like my new ship. I like the turrets. I don't really have to think about anything when I'm fighting. And honestly, like, I don't care that I just end up destroying all the ships that I come across, because I never really try to capture ships because I don't have the ability to do so. I might care differently, like, when I do have the ability to capture ships. Oh, that's a friend rock. But for now, it doesn't matter. It's I sort of found that, like, stealing ships isn't a good way to make money. I thought that it would be the best way to make money, but it's iffy. Well, apparently I've been to this planet before. Yeah, I have. I have absolutely been to this planet before.
Landing gear. Check. Thrusters. Check. Excite. Clear.
I don't know if anybody remembers it, but back in the day, one of the Microsoft Office programs,
We used
Excel.
to wonder if life was unique to our world. Not only is it not, but it seems to take every opportunity to emerge.
You could unlock a 3D map fly-through, and I just wondered, well, not that I wonder, it's just a lot of the stuff that you come across in this game feels like that landscape. Okay, so this is on... This is kind of what I was talking about. As much as I want to upgrade this, I may take this just for the giggles of it. No. I'll take it. Jesus Christ. But that does give me this. Oh, and this too. Experimental projects in a research lab. Craft rare manufactured components. Craft exotic. And craft unique manufactured components. Outpost extractors have a chance to produce additional resources. Yeah, I want this one. Yes, I definitely want that one. Okay. Looks like I'm not going to find anything here. Hey, y'all got some of that there adhesive? Food on mini bite. Crash's simplicity of mundane humans never ceased to amaze me. My worst instincts, the evil spirit, draw me towards a form of contempt for them, but I remember that I am privy to that which they are not. I cannot and should not judge them for lack of vision when I know very well the blinders which obscure their sight. I once wore them myself, after all. I hope for their sake they are, or they may someday understand. But for my sake, I wish to be left alone. I really do feel like we're dealing with time travelers. And that's why we'll never see aliens in this game. I amn't crazy? I amn't crazy. Also, it's also amazing that food remains good in these worlds. Okay, we might have to read the other three writings. So here is the crux of my troubles. To accomplish anything, I need to work with other people. I need assistants, I need workers, I need hands. As we work together, they inevitably ask questions, and I can never help talking. It starts innocently enough. They want to understand how someone who believes in science can also believe in the divine. Or they have their own misunderstandings instilled by some borderline religious remnant. My weakness is my inability to let alone. I want them to understand, so I try gently as I might to nudge their minds along the right path. Then there are follow-ups and followings. The trouble is that I genuinely care for these people. It would be so much easier if I didn't. Today, in a soft voice, my assistant asked me if there was anything above the unity. It was all I could do to keep from shouting that I could scarcely comprehend the misunderstandings that would lead to such a question. It was asked honestly, and I answered as best as I could. But if even my closest confidant here can fail to grasp the most basic of these truths, why am I bothering to explain any of it to them? Every word that drops from my mouth gets gobbled up, misheard, misremembered, misunderstood, and mistranslated before I can issue the slightest clarification. People are necessary, but people are madness. I attempted to withdraw, to go off alone, to commune with unity in my own way. They followed. Of course they followed. So, in a reluctant Jesus figure. Obviously a starborn, right? That's the idea that we're supposed to have. I find myself thinking about various pasts and my possible futures. I imagine continuing on the road, acquiring more power, more knowledge, more development of myself. Imagine passing through once more to another world to begin the process anew. What is notable here, that road does seem gratifying. Every step is one of intrinsic reward. I feel myself anticipating the pleasures and seeing more contented version of myself in that future. Then, for the sake of considering all possibilities, I imagine if I took a different path. If I stopped running, stopped seeking to gather my own power, if I instead embraced the twinges of compassion I feel in my heart. I let myself care for people who seem to gather about me whenever I try to work, or wherever I try to work. If I simply lived and taught, and perhaps brought others to the light and died, that road also seems gratifying. I also see the contented version of myself in that future. Here's the difference, though. When I stop thinking about the glories I could achieve for myself, the pleasure fades nearly immediately. Then I stop thinking about staying and building something. The feeling endures. There is something more sustaining about it, more fulfilling. I don't know what this difference signifies, but I am grateful for the time I have taken to notice it. So basically, are they just like saying that like they feel that they can accomplish more by continuing to sort of refresh their lives and start over again rather than just live a life and die? Because if they live a life and die, that's, even though it is gratifying, their story ends. If you came seeking the right answers, you will know what question to ask. What is a unity? I return your question with a question. If you have read my writings, what is the burden of people? People are necessary, but people are madness. They're too heavy. People gotta go on diets. You all seem to end up just fighting each other. Who is your most formidable opponent? Myself. Where does enduring contentment come from? In growing, becoming better, stronger, nice culturing order, stopping, embracing compassion. That is an answer, but not my answer. Fuck. Came here seeking the true meaning of unity. If you still wish to find it, there is one final piece of myself in the next room. I found my own answer a long time ago, but not in the way I was expecting. I hope your journey gives you the truth. One final piece of myself. Permanently increased ballistic weapon damage. Does it read a certain number of books? Yeah, 20. I don't know what the correct answer is. I might never. Increasingly, though, I am comfortable with not knowing. The more I reflect on being here, in this world and this time, the more I think it is precisely where I need to be. This time will be different. It won't be about me. So I won't have to run. I can actually build something with intent instead of scrambling to fix something that others create in my name. It can be something beneficial. I can be something beneficial. I'm leaving behind that other person. This world has no place for him. Let him die. Let me live to enlighten the blessed universe before me. You have found the end of my journey, but to know everything, you must find its beginning. On Hylia 2, the island hides the scorpion, and the scorpion's sting hides the truth. Find the scorpion's sting on Hylia 2. Okay. I expected to be assaulted by Starborn.
Did someone leave some food out before we left? Whoa.
Barrett. Wait, what extra thing am I carrying?
Ship's clear and the sky is calling to
Sparkling water with a water chaser.
Recalculating. And orbit stabilizing. Perfect.
Oh, never mind. Guess we go here first.
We're here, hot off the stellar slide.
It's happened twice now that I've gotten to a planet, saw nothing, thought, okay, I can go ahead and leave. And then as I'm leaving, like literally as the planet is fading behind me, I get noticed that there's an attack happening. I'm like, aw, damn. I would have loved to have blown up some ships.
Grav jump spinning down. Just look at those stars.
All we need is enough to do some field repair. I had a good feeling about you. We just need... You're a lifesaver.
You're welcome. So we're gonna find the scorpion's sting.
Everything checks out. Landing initiated.
Every ecosystem has its own unique challenges. Hostilities that life conquered to just exist. We should take notes.
Surprised you're not attacking me.
Those are Starborn ruins. You see that, right? We have to get a close-up of that statue. Wow.
I think I see why they call it the scorpion's sting. These bug friends are a little interesting. Hmm? Like they're here to guide me. All right. Go to the last star of the Scorpius constellation. Really? Okay. Those plants look like
Can you scan that?
Creatures.
Oh, you beat me to it.
Part of me wants to explore more, but the fact that I'm like trapped out in this little island, I don't really feel like it. Let's just keep going. Also, I know that I said before that these weapons are absolutely massive, but seriously, it's getting to the point of ridiculousness.
I have something for you.
Yes.
What is it, Mr. Barrett?
Me?
Oh, yes. Hello. Oh, yeah, I do.
Lakas? Lakas?
Clear. Cleared for
Those bugs worship the Starborn as well.
there.
Excuse me.
I can speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long as you come in peace.
And think of it as a ceasefire meeting. Your one shot at getting those answers you must desperately want. Good. See? We can all get along. For now.
How will I dock with him? Oh, it's at the back of their ship. Got it. Please let it look different.
Ship is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint.
Of all of the things that I interact with, thank you. I just... I'm disappointed that they're human.
Hey, you. Perfect.
Oh, that's a cool ship.
Hello. Again. Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise. Yes, we did. We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We are all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact. How is that so different from what I did?
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should.
What would happen if everybody was out there killing everybody for artifacts? Is that how you really want to live?
And who gets to say that? You? Me? The emissary? I have debated morality for near infinity, and all I have found are groups of people enforcing their will on others. Rules and laws spoken as principles, but backed by arms and violence.
Religion.
Enough. We have more to discuss. The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is a place, a gateway. It is where we were reborn.
You've really come a long way since the Welcome to Constellation speech, haven't you? I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who stayed at the lodge to protect the artifacts. You died on board the Eye while we held off the Hunter.
One of me, at least.
I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe, and the doorway to an infinite number of others. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became a Starborn. It's how I've entered other worlds, including yours. I have to. This is bigger than all of us.
I wonder if the emissary would end up being anyone other than
All the
Sony.
artifacts are needed to complete the armillary and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them.
Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven.
You're twisting what I mean.
They're hypocrites. They use the chaos caused by the hunt for the artifacts to establish an order where they decide who's worthy. I attacked your launch because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You won because of persistence, luck, and skill. As I have done countless times.
I was also human once. But what does it matter who or what I was when eternity is within your grasp?
Okay, thank you for telling me who this is because I didn't recognize the face.
You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. To appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself.
You've never come this far. Not in all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Better your hand be on one of our sides.
So I help one of you, we combine our artifacts, enter the Unity. We're not helping someone who murdered my friend. Whatever war is going on between you two, I want no part in it. Yeah, I don't want a part in your war.
It's probably too late for that. I mean, we're here.
You're already in it. With artifacts, come Starborn searching for them, fighting over them. I want a truce between all three of us. Give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want. Mine, or the Hunters.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rules. Just remember, one of us isn't trying to judge you.
Can I fly your ship? I like this viewport. How much storage space this baby got?
The Unity is meant for whomever can get there. Don't fall for that talk of worthiness.
Oh my god. Look away from them. Look back at them, their cloak ruffles. Like, it's loaded in only when I can see it.
I know you're... not the same people we met in our universes. Still, it is good to see you again, old friend.
The emissary and their kind.
I'll tell you everything I can.
To control you.
It's not an easy experience to describe, but the Unity will speak to you. offer you the chance to become Starborn. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion? Or is it testing us? Different. I never know who you are when I meet a new version, but so much of you stays the same. It's hard, but each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have its original you in it again, as yours won't have its real me. You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, they get more artifacts, find more temples, gain more power. We can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy whatever's in their way. When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary. In many ways, it's a model of the multiverse itself. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from there, you can become Starborn.
You might think the emissary is on your... Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. One whose prize is access to the center of all creation. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces wins. And I've won. Over and over. I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to it. I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for the right moment to commit theft. It's all so tiresome. I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting thing to happen in quite some time. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this meeting with the emissary to decide what to do about you. To see what would happen, of course. You might not understand just how many times I've done this. Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, packing through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. It's new. I took it as a sign. I don't get many of those anymore.
So I feel that he is always the same person, but the emissary different changes based on who you might romance or be friends with.
They enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell anyone what to do with their gifts. That is your decision, not someone else's. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter, but the Unity itself doesn't judge. No, we always end up having this meeting at this time. But it's the usual affair. Can we make peace? No. Oh, how tragic. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept tending. And it's bad habit I started a long time ago. Perhaps I just like meeting the emissary to gloat. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe you're a random die roll. Or maybe the Unity is finally responding to all my hard work.
All right.
Before you leave, I want to give you something. A way to another artifact, but also a lesson in how dangerous they can be. Seek the moon of Old Earth. There are secrets there you must discover for yourself. Here, to open the way. And I am sorry we have not always been forthcoming.
I've already made my decision.
I hope you will see what I have seen. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. I am sure they have gathered more information on the remaining artifacts in the fringes of space. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you have learned. But I will leave that to you.
Take me to the stars, Captain.
Andreja? Hello? Oh my god. Looks like she's having fun. I'll leave her to it. Shit. I don't think that I'm, like, exactly at the end, but clearly the end is soon.
Clean separation. Captain. Perfect. Yes, we're here.
Welcome to Unity Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. Scan.
I feel like we're gonna get like a lot of dialogue in this discussion here. So I'm tempted to let it wait, but at the same time I kind of want to, like... kind of want to.
This place
But
is
yeah, not necessarily time travelers,
with hope, grit, and science.
Extra dimensional beings, I guess you could say. Hello, friends.
Mateo told us about your pilgrim's voyage.
You found it, didn't you? The meaning of unity.
I feel sorry for all of them. Center for Multiverse. We're building the way to it.
Wait, say that again? Multiple universes?
You can't possibly mean what I think you mean.
Hate to be the responsible one, but the big bombshell of what we're actually building here might need another second to sink in. Want to go over this whole multiple universe thing for everyone?
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more detail.
In the version of Sarah, she tells me that Unity creates the Starborn, and they can cross universes. Apparently, in another universe, I died and Sarah lived. She's the emissary, now a Starborn. Trust me, there's multiple universes. Unity is how we get to them. Makes you a Starborn.
Explains why the Starborn want the artifact so bad. Get them all, and you've got a gateway to infinity.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between universes.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment? Or oblivion? Like the Hunter.
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist. And you're second-guessing it?
One doesn't approach the afterlife without some trepidation. You're right. We have to see the Unity for ourselves.
You know it. Now, once everyone's head stops spinning from all of this, we can get back to work.
Not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Bruised, but still blinking. Let me know when you're ready to follow up on what it's seen. These last glimpses from the eye are from the farthest fringes of known space. Could be the only remaining pieces outside the hands of the Starborn. Catch a smile out there.
Okay, that wasn't as much dialogue as I was expecting. I really like this. This is cool. So I've got other piece locations. And I've got a moon base that I can explore. So Iridani 1, Freya 3, then the moon. Gilder Spacer Beast. Destroy the play. White. Let's go ahead and just do this real quick, and then I'll call it for the day. Also, I thought there was a way to change my ship name. I still can't seem to find it.
Mm-hmm. Breathe in that technically suitable air.
Time to join the stars.
I wonder why the turrets end up amplifying themselves like that.
Orbital insertion complete. You may now move freely about the cabin.
I just want my ship to shoot things.
Our tiny tin can craft humans has survived a space. Target's crab drive is down. So sorry, folks. Ah!
It's so easy. it does make me wonder.
No matter how many times we jump, it never gets old.
Because there was that, there was that, legendary ship or whatever that I found.
They're not escaping.
I really wonder. Is that what it is? I don't know if it's exactly what it is, but I'm just curious. Because I remember coming across like a legendary like level 50 ship and warping out immediately because there was no way that I'd be able to pick it out.
Jump complete. Want to do it again just for fun? No? Maybe later. This is not what I was thinking about. Man, what was it? The funny, the stupid thing is like now I've probably like missed it completely. Damn. Yeah, that sucks. I really wish it would keep little Rockfin track of that sort of stuff because I figured it would.
Was there not a sensor contact? And apparently I'm already here. Well, I don't fucking know. Alright, I'm gonna go to this little system, and then that's it. I really am like kind of upset that I don't know where that level 50 ship is. I would have to literally crawl through all of the little star systems in order to find it.
I love the feeling after a perfect jump.
Not that I don't necessarily have the
You're on comms. Something.
means to do it.
Well, that's a fancy ship. There's something you needed then? Got some knickknacks.
Alright. Hooray. Let it even fucking try. Next mission is going to be this one, Unearthed. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. Much appreciated. I'll be back with more soon. Likely finishing this up fairly quickly, I guess. Alright. Till then, bye-bye.